Good afternoon, people. Let's see. Subscribe to the channel. What's happening? Just getting out the gym. My man said Knicks at 4. What up, what up, what up? Stings a little, don't it? Yo! Just started taking my trifecta yesterday. Take 2 a day every day. Scheme said, stop stealing his content. I wish Scheme the best at everything. I hope he's flourishing at whatever he does. That's some niggas talk because they got lips. Knicks at 4. What you think? They gotta win one more. If they win one more, they should the Spurs spirit should be broken after one more. How you like Conway? Machine addressed the Griselda split. I was gonna talk about that. Then I thought about it. I was gonna make a green screen video. So I haven't decided yet, but I got a lot to say about it. If you ever heard the song "Black Man Is God" by Conway, he says some things on there that kind of made everybody suspicious of certain things. There was some context clues in that song. This is before the freestyle that everybody talking about right now. This is gonna be the best summer in a long time. This is definitely not the summer to catch an indictment. Oh man, it's never a good time to catch an indictment. Let me see if I can sit this here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Can I go right there? Yeah. Weather look nice out there. It's raining out here in Arlington, Virginia. You've been said that about the Conway joint. I be tuned in, man. I do this hip hop shit, man. All you gotta do is bear with me. I got a barber appointment later on today. I'm looking a little rough. I got a show tonight. So yeah, man. I just got out the gym, man. Make sure y'all get there, man. Do what y'all supposed to do. He said everybody talking about Kiss and Smash. I think the Knicks have taken over the discussions right now. The Knicks game has taken over the discussions right now. I got on here last night because I was very enthused, but the Knicks is the hot topic online right now. Seriously. They buzzing like a motherfucker. They are. You said, is there money on the floor? It could be. Pertaining to the Griselda situation, I'm going to just touch on it briefly since y'all are here, right? Conway and Westside Gunn are supposed to be brothers, biological brothers. That's what I understand about it. I love my brother to death. I got two brothers, but the one that I came out the same pussy as, we like this, always been like this. And if he ever voiced any type of displeasure or discomfort pertaining to our relationship, I would go out of my way to make sure that I fixed it and made my brother feel comfortable and shit. For Conway to have to address these things on songs and shit like that, it just says a lot about his brother. It does. It says a lot about his brother. Now, we don't know the very intricate details, but we know enough. People been speculating a long time. Conway been giving up context clues on songs, and then he just did another freestyle where he said something about they had a meeting with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z told him, "Yo, man, give your brother a piece." And he said, "I seen the greed in his eyes. He didn't want me to eat." For your brother to feel that way about you, that don't say nothing. That don't say a lot about West. Now, I see some people saying, "Well, Griselda, that's West Side Gun shit." and Conway has drum work, and Benny has black soprano family. I get that, but my brother is feeling some displeasure, discomfort in the way that I'm taking care of business. I gotta see about my brother. I gotta iron this shit out. And guess what? It ain't nothing but money. What's more pleasurable than being able to shine with your brother? What's more pleasurable than that? It don't get no better than that and shit. So no matter what, who owns what, my brother ain't feeling right about what's going on. I gotta see about my brother. And fuck the money, man. Like everybody ain't wired the same though. Period. Okay. Can y'all hear me better now? I cut the Bluetooth off. The Bluetooth was on. Is that better? I need a confirmation. I'll say everything I just said. I'll say it again. All right. What I was saying was this: what's better than, um, shining and winning with your brother? Like it don't get no better than that. If my brother had some, my brother was uncomfortable with the way that I was doing something, and we were in a business endeavor together, and my brother wasn't comfortable, I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure that my brother is at peace with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's the youngest or who's the oldest, but in relationship that I have with my brother, he's older than me and shit. I always looked up to him. If he ever voiced some type of displeasure, discomfort pertaining to money, I would fix it because we can get money together. That's the bottom line. We can get money together. Um, for Conway to feel some type of way about it to the point that he's putting, verses on songs, that says that he's not feeling like he's being treated fairly. And Conway is a big part of Griselda and their success. The music is one thing, but when Griselda first came out, those freestyles on Funkmaster Flex and I think Static Selector, Conway went crazy on that shit, man. And those freestyles is what made people want to listen to the music. That's my personal opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? Benny is supposed to be their cousin. They say that Conway and West are brothers, and that don't say a lot about West Side Gun and his brother. And to keep it real, West was always flossing more than them. For some reason, he was always flossing a lot harder than them. Now, that could be attributed to him being a great curator. He sold a lot of merchandise. I went to the grand opening of the Buffalo Kids store. He had a lot of nice art and shit. Like West Side Gun fused a lot of shit into his package. And he's supposed to be earning on the highest level. But again, if my brother feels some type of way to the point that he put on a song, niggas wanted the lion's share, the biggest piece of the pie. I guess this is the reason why lately you can see the divide. That's what he said on Black Man is God. He feels some type of way, and Griselda wouldn't be who they was without Conway. Most people who like Griselda, they like Conway the most. Yeah. Let me get you out here, homeboy. He said West Side is horrible. I'll shine, you shine. He said West Side Gun look like he get more money than Con and Benny. He said that on a recent freestyle, he said they took a meeting with Jay-Z and he told him, yo, man, give your brother a piece. Why wouldn't you want to give me a piece? And I think somebody put a dollar amount on it it's a video I just shared on my Instagram page. I think the dude's name is Mal. And he said that they only wanted like 5%. They wanted 10%, right? Of the company or whatever. And that 10%, 5 will go to Benny and 5 will go to Conway. They would split the 10%. I don't understand why he wouldn't make sure that his brother was, happy and shit. That just says a lot about him. But you never know. Well, we do know a lot of these dudes' background don't consist of getting any money. I've said this a lot of times. If a guy who wasn't used to getting money get his hands on some, that scarcity attitude, that scarcity point of view, that scarcity mind frame, that's not going to change. It's not. Hove shouldn't have said that in front of Conway. It should have been private. What you mean he shouldn't have said it in front of them? They privileged to be in a position to be next to a billionaire. So what's the point in saying something in front of me that you can't say in front of my brother? That's that divide shit right there. He is I and I am him. What do you mean he can't say it in front of him? We brothers. We one and the same. A alike, B alike, C alike. You bugging. You gotta keep an eye on niggas like you. You want a private meeting and shit like that. You gotta watch you. In my opinion, I think Gunn is the weakest literally, but he has more artistic vision. Great visionary. Sounds like Wes might be a little selfish. Wes is diversified. He's into fashion. He has a wrestling promotion called THRU. Incredible businessman. With that being said, if my brother feel like he's not being compensated and we get money, he could have just gave his brother some money. Man, I ain't about to give you $1 million because I love you. Here, man, go about your business. You know what I'm saying? There's ways that you can handle this shit. This is your brother. This is your brother, man. Period. I'm glad you said the scarcity because scarcity is bad with money, women, and life in general. It's whack. They supposed to be real family. We've seen money divide real families. We have. Especially if it's amongst some people who not used to having. You see a lot of that in music. You do. I'm talking about to have not have conflict, which is man, he said it in front of him. Give your brother a piece. Simple. Give your brother some money, man. Give your brother a piece of the company and shit. This is how generational wealth is created. The family, the Kennedys. You know what I'm saying? The Jacksons. We need to start speaking of the Jacksons. Oh my God. They got a documentary out called The Verdict. Did y'all see that? You know they wasn't gonna let Michael Jackson and his family get away with dropping the biggest movie that's probably been out in the last 20 years. Probably the biggest grossing movie ever. I don't know whichever, Jurassic Park and all of those types of movies. I don't know what they generated. But worldwide, I know that the Michael Jackson film, if it's not at a billion, it's just right below $1 billion as far as the money they generated nationwide. I mean, yeah, nationwide, United States and overseas. Did y'all see that? Go watch that documentary. It was I won't get on here and give any judgment on it. It's just it was a lot of shit that happened with Michael Jackson that we didn't know about because the settlements involved people to not be able to say anything, but it was revealed in the documentary. Mike was Mike was Mike was involved in a lot of crazy shit, yo. They don't want any more Michael Jacksons or Princes. I don't think so. West Side not looking after Conway is a weak move. Yeah, that's not the team spirit. It says a lot about his character. It's public. Somebody else, I won't say their name. I interviewed a guy who has some business with West Side Gun, and he told me basically the same thing. Like I had to like get away from him and shit. He not really a team player and shit. Like I said, I won't say this person's name, but he was just like I had to do my own thing, man. He not right. Somebody told me that. This is outside of the Conway situation, which is now public. Netflix knew what they was doing with that bullshit. I ain't watching that. Yeah, they tried to piggyback the success of the Michael Jackson movie and dropped it right on the heels of the Michael Jackson movie. It was definitely a motive behind it. It's worth watching. It's pretty good, but it's just a lot of shit was going on with Mike. I couldn't get past the first episode. It was an obvious smear campaign and narrative. He said you talking about Huss for sure. No names, no names, no names. Netflix is a bigger TMZ. So the Knicks got off on San Antonio last night. There's all types of viral videos out right now on Instagram about the way that the referees was handling things last night. The referees really tried to get that shit to San Antonio. They did. They really tried. They tried to get that shit to San Antonio. They tried their best. The NBA wants Wemby to be the face of the league, and they just didn't want him to be swept. They did everything in their power, but he threw that ball away. The NBA has a lot of what's called positionless basketball, meaning a guy like Wemby shouldn't even have his hands on the ball. As soon as in my day when I was playing ball, as soon as a big man get the rebound, he's looking to outlet that shit or give it to a point guard. Like you're not gonna take no dribbles. Why? Because they do what Wemby did. They do what Wemby did, man. And you know why Wemby did that? Why he threw that ball away? I'm gonna tell you why. It was crunch time. The game was on the line. He did not want to be dribbling that ball in open court. When they say he can handle the ball, he can handle the ball for a big man, right? But when you that tall and you putting that ball on the ground and there's smaller, quicker guards around you, keep putting it on the ground. You're gonna get ripped. And he knew that. He like, I can't turn this ball over. I can't risk this game on my handle with my handle. So I'm trying to get his ball up right away. San Antonio suffers from positionless basketball. They do not have a real point guard. De'Aaron Fox, he's a legit point guard in my opinion. But when I say point guard, the San Antonio Spurs would benefit from a penetrating point guard, a guard that does the penetrating dish. Wemby would benefit from that tremendously, but they don't have anybody that penetrates with the ball. Fox, he's good, but he's not a penetrating point. When I say a penetrating point, I mean somebody like Jalen Brunson. That's a penetrating point. Kyrie Irving, that's a penetrating point. This is somebody who, chops up the defense. And then he passed the rock to Castle slow in the head ass, which caused the turnover. He didn't want that ball, man. He would have threw that shit to Greg Popovich. If Popovich was close, he would have threw the ball to him. He didn't want his hands on that ball. You gotta have nuts to have your hands on the ball. When the game is on the line, when it's for all the chips, like that situation he was in last night, you gotta have nuts to handle that rock. You do. You gotta have nuts. You gotta have nuts to take them last shots and shit, man. Like you gotta have nuts, man. Jalen showed he got nuts last night. He hit a big lefty in the lane. He went to the line and I knew he was gonna miss one of them free throws. Something told me he was gonna miss. Something told me he was gonna miss one of them free throws, man. So they lucky they got away because Jalen could have lost the game by missing that free throw. If Wemby hit that bucket, it would have been 106 to 105 instead of 106 apiece. Jalen missed a big free throw. Big free throw. He did. Spurs need a back to the bucket center. Gotta be the killer. It's yours or it ain't. I saw he was going to miss. I seen it. I seen it. I'm like, this nigga gonna miss one of these free throws. I'm glad he made the first one. Them butterflies and shit, man. That moment, man. Like you gotta be ice cold, man. Shout out to OG. OG hit three. He hit all three of his free throws and shit. Those was big free throws. Free throws mean a lot, man. And you'll see, like when you in situations like that, Every free throw that a player missed last night could have won or lost that game. Why? The game was only decided by 1 point. So everybody that went to the line last night for San Antonio that missed a free throw cost the team the game. He said, I said, wow, when he missed. I felt it. I said he gonna miss one of these. I'm glad they got out of there though, because they definitely were being cheated. He said I'd have missed both. Spike gonna make a movie out of this season. Cat is the MVP. Cat put them in a position to win the game. You see the video I shared on Instagram where Cat said, "Yo, he can't fuck with me." When a ball player get to talking like that, you in a lot of trouble. Cat put them in a position to win the game. Mikal Bridges won that game last night. That game was won despite what happened in the closing seconds. That third quarter, it was 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Jalen and Cat was both out of the game. New York had nothing but reserves on the court. The commentator said, boy, they going to need a basket now. Where is they going to get a basket from? The starters, they're on the bench. Mikal Bridges hit 2 big shots, and that dude, Deuce McBride, he hit a real big one in the lane. Real big one. Over, I think it was over Wemby. I know it was a high arcing joint, and it went straight in. But Bridges, woo-wee. 2 wins, watch. I don't know what makes you feel so confident of that. The Spurs have to play a perfect game to beat the Knicks. Why? The Spurs only got really 2 threats. Wemby and maybe Castle. Harper's pretty good too. But there's so many people that can hurt you for the Knicks. Cat can hurt you. Brunson can hurt you. Landry Shamet, he can hurt you. Whenever Landry Shamet shoot the ball, that's like a kill switch.